that if you want to use this toothpaste, press from the top. I don't like you pressing. Oh, you keep repeating this thing. I'm getting angry.
Is there any difference between bottom and top?
Continue.
There is difference. I want it from the top. So press it from the top. You are not a baby.
I like pressing it from the bottom.
Are you taking my instruction or I'm taking your instruction?
But why are you shouting?
Why would I shout? Are you a baby? Are you talking to me?
Ordinary toothpaste, you're shouting.
Don't get me angry. Don't call this an ordinary toothpaste.
That I'm pressing from the bottom, you're shouting. Am I your housemate?
I am the head of this house.
Really?
You should comply with
If
my
you're the head of the house, so I should use my head and be walking on my
Don't get me angry.
Hey,
Don't get me
just
angry.
too much in
Don't
this
get
house.
me
Y'all is too much in this house. Yes.
You were not a problem.
Okay, you want to meet me? Okay, try me.
Make a way.
Scatter everything in this house. I will scatter everything. I will bring down everything in this house. Are you trying me? Why are you provoking me? What is it? I was in my father's house. You came and married me. Pressing from bottom, pressing from up. Wouldn't I have rest in my house again?
Press from
Please don't.
Press from anywhere you want, eh?
Don't provoke me again, no. Don't provoke me again.
It's okay.
Allow me to have peace in my house.
Press. You can
I
press.
came here to marry and not for boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's okay. It's
Allow
okay.
me to have peace.
Press from anywhere.
Don't provoke me. Next time.
Photo. Oh, Bioko.
According to my cameraman here, Obina, I said now one chance you enter. So is that how much men really value their property?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have a comedian in the house. Actually, he starred in that skit. Okus, Baba in the house. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much. Nice to meet you.
So, are you
Well, let me start, man. That was a very interesting one there.
Thank you.
I believe my co-presenter here was all laughing too.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me about the comedy industry. How is it going in Nigeria at the moment?
Well, so far it's been very, very interesting, and we are on top gear, just to making sure that we do our best and making our audience, to have value for what we give out.
okay? So, how has the the challenges? What are the challenges comedians face, especially here in Port Harcourt?
Yes, we face a lot of challenges. For example, we spend a lot of data, trying to do research, and also uploading our videos and all of that. So it's quite very, very expensive when it comes to data usage. Power supply has also been a challenge because almost 100% of our production work lies on power. So especially now we have epileptic power supply. Sometimes you don't even have at all. So we lash on to using generators, buying of fuel and all of that. So it's quite really expensive. Then another challenge is also noise hazard, because most time we need a very quiet environment to do our shooting and all of that. But especially in the Port Harcourt City, everywhere is so noisy. Even in your compound, you see noise and all of that. So we tend to do some of our shooting mostly in the night or weekends, or even find our way going to villages, coupled with logistic challenges and all of that. So, and apart from that, we also have insecurity challenge, because there are some areas you can't just go. So we need to do proper risk assessment, making sure that areas are safe. Then also we also have challenges like intimidation, harassment from task force, police force. And then also we have challenges like logistics, accommodation, because we would like a very decent environment. So if we don't have money to afford hotels.
Okay, let's look at acceptance. You know, a lot of comedians, especially those ones in Lagos, if you look at it, most times they attend shows, they make money from their shows.
Yes.
So how is it in Port Harcourt? What about the shows? Do you also have shows to all people?
Would you break it?
Yes.
Okay, we have different, concept, or content creators. Like for me, my focus is more on online comedy.
Okay.
I'm not a stand-up comedian. So some of the stand-up comedians, they organize shows, they make money through that. But my main focus is purely on online comedy. I run things with YouTube. Thank God my YouTube just got monetized.
So for how long have you been in this?
Well, I've been on it since 2013, and but I started creating content just in 2020, because all through 2013 to 2020, because I have to do some kind of evaluation. Because you want to go into business, you have to look at some of the challenges. So I felt that training is a key. So I was doing sort of training, going to other production, registered, get some practical training, go online, do some research, equip myself, then before I now open the production.
So would you say this business is lucrative?
Yes, it is. It's really
so has the money started rolling in?
Well, for now, the money hasn't forthcoming yet, because I would say I'm still an upcoming online business. Yeah.
Okay, you said there are different aspects, or let me say, branches of comedy.
Yeah.
You understand? So you are not a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I was just beginning to wonder,
comedy.
because I watched your skits. It was really interesting. I was laughing all through.
Thank you.
If you were able to maybe do a freestyle or something, create something for us to just, life not our mood. Even if it's a story or something.
Okay, so just the last skit I did was about, some persons, they are so carried away with the impression of, when they want to do child dedication, and they tend to invite people with the high expectation of what the person is going to give to them, maybe cash, or gift and all of that. So I looked at it that it's becoming, too worrisome. And I just did a last skit to send a message to the audience, for them to actually, calm themselves down, that they shouldn't, kind of take it so personal to the extent of, going to borrow money, invite friends on the hope that people will give them money at the end of the day. So I just did a very comic skit on that, and it's already on.
I'm sure it's going viral already.
Yeah, it is. I've gotten a lot of views on it on the internet right now.
Okay. So as an online that means you have got a lot of followers.
Yes, I've gotten followers.
I see recently, especially in 2000, about the time the pandemic really hit Nigeria, a lot of online content came up. A lot of online content came up, comedians and everything.
Yeah, because
of the sit at home and all that. People just needed to do something to entertain themselves or get busy.
Yeah.
And then there has been this very strong competition. That means some are definitely ahead of others because their content really speaks volume.
Yeah.
For you, now you said you just got verified. That means you are almost there, or there, so to say.
Yeah.
So what would you say to upcoming comedians? How would you be able to carry them along or encourage them to keep doing what they love to do?
Yeah, first of all, I will encourage upcoming content creators. You must have a passion, have a concept. Don't say, because Okus is doing this, I want to emulate what Okus is doing. You must have the train of the reason why you are coming online. fine, it is true that, the online is a fertile ground for people to showcase their potentials and all of that. But you must have a track, you must have where you are heading to. Okay. So, for instance, you must be prepared and well equipped. You must acquire the necessary training because there are a lot of production in Port Harcourt. So I want to encourage that before you start up, you need to ask some certain questions. You need to ask what are the challenges, and how to go about them. When you are well trained, then you now begin to think of how you can start. Now, you starting, you need to get the right equipment. Don't come to online and based on personal interest. You must have the interest of the audience at heart.
I was wanted to really come in there because some of these online creators, as you rightly call them, started very well, but at some point they lost it. Yeah. They lose it because they start focusing on their attention gets redirected, maybe by introducing marketing content that affects the concept of their story and many other things.
It is.
Okay, on a final note, what are your expectations?
Well, my expectation is that I want to go beyond this level. I want to say that in the next 5 years, I should be at the top. Okay. And what I really need is to see how I can collaborate with, international, content creators and also local creators, so that we can, build the entertainment industry and take it to a greater height.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okus, I prefer to call you Okus, Papa.
Yeah, that's my stage name.
At some point, you begin to speak like a politician. You had this aura. I was beginning to forget that you're actually a content creator or a comedian.
Thank you so
it was really nice having you around.
Thank you so much.